Today we are going to be making our birch tree whisk. All you have to do is go out into your yard and find some twigs. Because we don't want to damage trees, just look around on the ground and you'll be sure to find a bunch of twigs. If you don't have any woods of your own to look for twigs, make sure that you get permission before you go onto anyone else's property. Now we need to remove the bark from the twigs, and we'll show you how to do that in the next step. Boiling your sticks before you try to remove the bark makes bark removal a little bit easier. So you just boil them, and then a simple butter knife, and you just rub it up and down, and it seems to scrape the bark off quite well. After you have removed all of the bark off your sticks, you're simply going to tap them so that the bases are as close to even as possible, and then tie them up with twine or string or whatever you have around. If you don't have any string or twine available, you can also use elastic bands. And you're simply going to just tie around multiple times, giving it a good tug to make sure that the sticks are nice and tight. You may have to tie in several locations to give the whisk a little bit more stability. And you can do that by simply adding a string a little farther up. Again, making sure it's nice and tight so that your sticks stay together and don't fall apart. So just wrap it around a few more times. Giving it a nice tug to tighten the sticks. Once you're done tying the strings, you're just going to want to trim any excess out of the way. And then you're going to want to trim the tops of your twigs so that they're all approximately the same height. And there you have what essentially is an 18th century birch twig whisk. To clean it, simply wash it with soap and water. You can whisk it into a bowl with hot soap and water. But you want to make sure you do that right away after using it so that no egg or cream or anything dries on, because then it becomes very hard to remove after the fact. And there you are.